It is Community Music Monday, and it's been a crazy one. People are just being way too kind to me today. Guys, we are going to spin a wheel here. Tier 3 subs. Anonymous gifter gifting out 2 Tier 3 subs, and cool guy Donnie got one. Dude, thank you so much. Donnie is an artist for the channel, literally designed this t-shirt, which you can find at Walterooski.com in the channel link below. Guys, thank you. Anonymous gifter, thank you. Whatever album ends up hitting, this is in honor of the anonymous gifters of the chat today, guys. We are doing the we are gonna do the Wheel of Fate. Sorry, I'm kind of blown away. Why you guys are so nice? A top 10 album pie, guys. This is the one I know a lot of people had really been hoping on because it gets us a chance to clear out some of the biggest names we have on the pie. Can I get some W's for Jules in the chat? She is our beloved keeper of the pie. Now, I'm going to do a gamba on this one really quick. Guys, if you would like, you got to let me know. Is it going to be the top 2 or the rest? The rest. And you have actually, you've got 30 seconds to decide, okay? Now, which, here we go. Started, get your gamba in. It is there. Guys, is it going to be Tom Waits or Peter Gabriel, or is it going to be one of the other 8 songs? Get your gambling in. We have no idea, but one of these albums gonna hit. We're going to knock it down. So hedge your bets. You've got about 10 more seconds, and after we do, we are going to find out which of the albums we are going to listen to. It looks like top 2 has got a heavy skew. So guys, without further ado, of the top 10, which one are we going to listen to? I'm going to do some shuffling. Boom. Good luck if you are one of the top 10 on the album. Jethro Tull, Aqualung. Jethro Tull, Aqualung. If Don Strauss is up in this thing, let us get some mega W's for that guy. Don, dude, I know you've been working on this one for a little while. I know you've had a whole group of people requesting for a little while. You've had a whole gang of people boosting up Jethro Tull's Aqualung. So we're going to finally knock that thing down. I have said so many times that Thick as a Brick was one of my all-time favorite albums. It is so good. I mean, truly amazing. Now, let me find the correct one to listen to. Aqualung, there it is, the album proper. That says special edition. I don't think we want the special edition, am I right? Well, it seems like maybe it's the same no matter what. What is the, is this album, is this right here, the album proper? Does that look right? Minus the Ian Anderson interview, I'm guessing? Would that be correct? Let me check this out really quick. Aqualung, Jethro Tull. I get people asking me about this album actually all the time. It runs 42 minutes. Let me just double check. I'm pulling up the album proper. It ends on Wind Up, actually. So lick your fingers clean. Actually, yeah, Wind Up right here would be the end of it. It looks like totals out to 11 songs. So that is where we are. I should do the Steven. I actually think I'm going to give Dawn the opportunity to pick on this. And yo, Badly Made Boy. I don't know if your name is an homage to Badly Drawn Boy, but love that artist. Welcome to the Rooskies from Wales, my man. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yo, Dawn, do you have a preferred, edition that I listen to? It is. Love to see it. You're absolutely here among friends, homie. Love to see it. I'm thinking I'm going just for this one. So yeah, guys, the Steve Wilson mix. I really don't know. Whatever chat tells you. Okay. You have to do the 40th anniversary. Okay. Let me see if I can. The Steve Wilson mix. Okay. Guy, this is why I like having you guys around. You guys point me to the right ones. Yeah, guys. Let's do this thing, shall we? Let me know. This is a music discovery stream. Have you heard this album? or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? It looks like the winner was The Rest. Thank you to all of the winners that ended up pulling in some points. Great job. You picked correctly. Looks like, we had some people take some pretty big wins there. Guys, like I said, again, let me know. Have you heard this album before, or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? Steve Wilson, who also did the mix for the Gentle Giant album you listened to. Oh, okay. So it is going to be good. Nice. I've listened to Thick as a Brick. I've heard the song Aqualung, and as per usual, if I find out as we go through it that I've heard a song, I will call attention to it. But, guys, I'm going to hit the play button on this thing. Let's see if this is going to be Jethro Tull doing prog rock or something else entirely. I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, raw doggers, identify yourselves. One last time, hopping into Jethro Tull, not thick as a brick, Aqualung, the Steve Wilson mix, released March 19th of 1971. Here we go. Opening up with Aqualung, a song I've heard but never listened to critically. Here we go. And thank you for the Prime sub, homie. I saw him do a live version of this, actually. One of my very first songs that I did for Jethro Tull on the stream, I watched him do this live. And I incorrectly said Ian Anderson looked like he went and did a whole bunch of coke behind stage because but he apparently just had a cold.
Sitting on the park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent. Snot's running down his nose, greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes. Hey, Aqualung, drying in the cold sun, watching as the pretty panties run.
Dude.
Hey, Aqualung, feeling like a dead duck, spitting out pieces of his broken love. Oh, Aqualung, sun streaking cold, an old man wandering lonely, taking time the only way he knows.
Not gonna lie, when you see them do this moment live and you see Ian Anderson has like kind of a different microphone set up for when he does this moment, and they just drop to his little, like, playing his little parlor acoustic guitar that has a way bigger noise than it looks like it should. It's a really, really, really cool dynamic, and hearing this moment on the album, especially in this mix, is just so tasty. I love the reverb on his voice.
Taking time the only way he knows. Leg hurting bad as it bends to pick a dog end. It goes down to the bog and warms his feet.
Listen to the bass walking behind it.
Feeling alone, the armies of the road, salvation and a mood, and a cup of tea.
What do you think this song is written about?
Aqualung, my friend, don't just start away uneasy. You poor old sod, you see it's only me.
A homeless man? I want you to pay attention to this little bit that you might not notice unless somebody points it out to you. These moments where everything drops out and you just hear him palm mute strumming the guitar makes such a really cool transitionary moment. Right here.
December's foggy freeze, when the ice that clings onto your bed was screaming agony. Hey, and you snatch your rattling last breaths with deep sea diver sounds, and the flowers bloom like madness in the spring.
I like having the piano so much in this.
Sun-streaking cold, an old man wandering lonely, taking time the only way he knows. Leg hurting bad as he bends to pick a dog end. He goes down to the bar and warms his feet. Feeling alone, the armies of the road, Salvation Aloud and a cup of tea.
Is this maybe talking about, like, is he considering? I'm trying to figure out if I think that we have jumped in kind of in medias res to the life of maybe this gentleman, like a homeless person, and it seems like, you know, kind of down on his luck. This thing, the Salvation Aloud, like the armies up the road, Salvation Aloud and a cup of tea. I can't decide if this poor gentleman is thinking about joining the army to give himself, you know, like a livelihood, or the Salvation Army.
Aqualung, my friend, don't just start away uneasy. You poor old sod, you see it's only me.
I don't know what an Aqualung is. No. Loving that guitar tone. Ooh. Absolutely. Those moments where you go from ripping solos into Ian Anderson's just kind of elongated syllables with his acoustic guitar droning. Love it. Also, his guitar, is that what was I hearing, like bridge pickup on a Les Paul into like a Marshall stack, like a JTM 45 or a high watt maybe?
Aqualung, my friend, don't just start away uneasy.
Aqualung is like scuba equipment. He's describing his breathing problem or what it sounded like to him. Got it.
You poor old sod, you see it's only me. Sitting on the park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent.
Oh.
Snot's running down his nose. Greasy
So is our guy just like an unhealthy, maybe unsavory old man that's just kind of like gooning on people in a park?
Hey, Aqualung, feeling like a dead duck, spitting out pieces of his broken luck. Hey, Aqualung,
I never realized the piano in this. In the live recording I heard, and definitely like as I've heard it just in passing on the radio, I don't know that I ever noticed how prominent and present those piano chords are. Like they really do uplift. They have these moments where it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Lakeshore Drive a little bit, with just how not like it was featured, but just like the way that the piano sounded like it was similarly edited to the song Lakeshore Drive. Cross-Eyed Mary is the next one. Here we go. There's our man on the flute. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Him and Stu McKenzie really make me want to play the flute. I love his combination of like you hear how breathy it is, but then it really cleans up. Tony Iommi performed with these guys once before set. Really? Oh, that went back. Here we go. That fuzzy tone. This definitely has a more rock and roll vibe to it that like I wouldn't call this prog, this particular sound. So to your point, Cone, Jethro Tull did not like being called prog rock. They considered themselves purely a folk rock band and thought that their level of experimentation shouldn't be above the standard for rock in general. I actually think that's pretty cool. I feel like they're really distinctive. There's no way you can disagree with that. I feel like Ian Anderson kind of has one of those voices that you hear and you know it's them. But I also feel like, at least in the sound textures I've heard out of this and what we heard in Thick as a Brick, it definitely feels like they bring a good sound texture like basis. Like you know when you're hearing them, but you also have a level of experimentation that I think maybe gets pigeonholed into. But maybe they don't like being called prog rock because, like a lot of truly virtuosic acts, genre doesn't do anything for pigeonholing them. How do you quantify Frank Zappa's genre, or Bob Dylan's, or Steely Dan's, or there's so Rush, like there are so many different ways to look at it, and I think at a certain level you kind of eclipse the concept of genre, and you just end up embodying being a profound musician. I think that these guys are kind of there.
The jackknife mama drops her off at school. Hey, laughing in the playground, gets no kiss from little boys. We're rather
They shared a recording space with Led Zeppelin during Led Zeppelin 4. Well, I mean, a lot of people argue Led Zeppelin 4 is the best album. I would say Physical Graffiti is the best album, but I do think Zeppelin 4 has a fair shake of the argument to be considered the best. It's just not my favorite. It's a great one, but maybe there's a level of rise to the equation, same place that Lamb was recorded. Oh, wow. Headley Grange. Wow. I definitely, wow. I definitely think that there, especially because, like, I know Yes and Sabbath, like, also recorded in like the same studio at the same time when they were doing different albums. So you definitely kind of see that these guys like are in a pretty small community of rock and roll, especially the guys that were coming from the island. So I think when you kind of see how much they clearly took from one another, even if only in just like proximity, you cannot tell me that if you are Mr. Barr, hang on, what's his first name again? If you're Martin Barr and Jimmy Page walks over, you can't tell me that there's a little bit there's like no bit of like pride in one's craft, being like a man who is competitive, like even in a little bit, like feeling like what you have might be a little bit more than what the other band has. Even if they were mutual friends, like you're still going to want to impress the other guy. So it does seem to me like maybe Jimmy Page watching Martin Barr play might have brought something out of Martin, because like in his brain, like, why does this guy get the credit? I'm great too. Like, who knows? I kind of like that. Those little subtexts add so much to the story of the music. Is this whole album like, would you call this a concept album? I feel like maybe it could be a concept album without it being a prog rock album, and maybe that was unfamiliar territory to people. I noticed in this case, obviously it seemed to have been a little self-referential, which is kind of where I thought about it. It isn't per Ian. Got it. I kind of feel like maybe Mr. Van Vliet took some inspiration from Mr. Anderson, huh? The Robin Hood package, let the poor man get along. No? In the right ear. Laughing in Do you think that this was recorded sequentially, or do you think that there was a layer where they played all at once? Other way around, if anything. So you think Van Vliet might have inspired Ian Anderson? Okay, maybe I have it backwards. I just thought that they had a little bit of that same kind of grizzly from the chest, throaty, like kind of moment.
Yes, no kicks from little boys, but rather make it with electric grade. Or maybe her attention is drawn by Aqualung, who watches through the railings as they play. Cross out Mary, goes jumping in again. She signs no contract.
Good, thank you for pointing that out. Unreal. Yeah, Skippy, that's a very good way to say it. Very heavy, but no distortion. It's like they're utilizing their headroom. I also have this really, really great feeling. I think you would call it in flute terminology. I'm not a flautist, so do forgive me if I get this incorrect. But in flute terms, those is he doing trills? In guitar, I would call them trills. That fluttery kind of sound. Right here. I've made the decision to never change my title profile pic from Trout Mask Replica, just so you know. I accidentally one time uploaded Trout Mask Replica onto this and almost took a big copyright L, and I immediately deleted it, but somehow it set my profile picture to be the album cover of Trout Mask Replica, an album I have kind of a colorful relationship with. And it's just going to stay that way. Every screaming no while you just kept it. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. I feel like that kind of became a part of me that day. Like I pain bonded, and now part of my DNA is Trout Mask. It's interesting, but it's how it goes. Let's see. Next song is Cheap Day. Honestly, I think I'm just predisposed to like Tull. Like they have sound textures that I just really enjoy. I'm very taken with the character of the man that is Ian Anderson. I made the mistake of calling him, like looking like he was kind of a drugged out rock star in my first reaction to him live. And at that time, that was very much the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, I think if you watch that video and you watch any of my most recent videos, you can definitely tell that Walterooski and this Walterooski are different dudes. And so, yeah, it definitely... I think that knowing he was very much a proponent of anti-rock and roll showboatism, so to speak, and vices, I really, really, really appreciate it. He is as much a jester as you get in rock and roll, and he's a wholesome one. Yeah, the Waltered Beast was an interesting phase of the channel for sure. Ooh. I don't know what an iconoclast is because I'm small-brained. I am a small-brained, not well-learned man. What is an iconoclast? Ooh.
On present platform, do your soft shoe shuffle dance. Brush away the cigarette ash that's falling down your pants. And then you sadly wonder, does the nurse treat your old man the way she should? She made you tea, asked for your autograph. What a laugh.
Kind of laughing at myself that this is one of my favorite sounds I've heard from Jethro Tull in absolute general. I'm kind of laughing that this, to me, has been one of my favorite sounds from Jethro Tull I have heard, period. A minute and 21 seconds. You know, something, I think there's something about bands that do really, really, really tiny ones because Lengthwise by Fish is my favorite song. It's pretty simple lyrics. When you're there, I sleep lengthwise. When you're gone, I sleep diagonal in my bed. There's something about it that I just get. And this, there's a little bit different feel to it, right? It's not the same level of simplicity, but it feels good to hear.
On present platform, do your soft shoe shuffle dance. Brush away the cigarette ash that's falling down your pants. And then you sadly wonder, does the nurse treat your old man the way she should? She made you tea, asked for your autograph. What a laugh.
It feels like maybe he's just kind of having I don't know, a moment writing about a day in the life. Was I hearing accordion in this, by the way? Mellotron. That's probably what I was hearing then. This is great. Babe, your dad is a big fan. Which Tull album is your dad's favorite? Aqualung. So, okay. Man. I feel like there was a totally different thing that we were talking about in my brain. I got that in my head. What's the thing that you said he sang a lot? Is it when? Well, that was the passion play thing. The what? The passion play. Got it. I'm not sure. Passion play is the thing he sang though. I got W for my father-in-law, by the way. Papa Tom. That dude is so cool. I actually have the best in-laws, point blank and period. But yeah, apparently this is my father-in-law's favorite Tull album. So mega W's to that guy. Tom's cool, dude. Passion play is number 3 Tull for you? Okay. Come on, I thought I hit play. Come on, baby. There we go. Mother Goose.
As I did walk by Hampstead Fair, I came upon Mother Goose. So I turned her loose as she was screaming.
I love hearing this version of his voice.
And a foreign student said to me, was it really true? There are elephants and lions too in Piccadilly Circus. Walk down by the bathing pond to try and catch some sun. Saw at least at the bathing pond to try and catch some sun.
Yes.
Saw at least 100 schoolgirls sobbing into handkerchiefs as one. I don't believe they knew I was a schoolboy.
It gets a little minstrel-y sometimes.
And the bearded lady said to me, if you start your raving and you're misbehaving, you'll be sorry.
Is Aqualung considered Tull's magnum opus, or do we? Is there like a, you know? Is there another one?
Then the chicken fancier came to play with his long red beard and his sister's witch. She drives a lorry. Left down by the potting green, I popped him in there.
These moments. Like where I think I'm hearing a tambourine. Did-it-it-it, did-it-it-it.
The potting green, I popped him in there. 4 and 20 laborers were laboring and digging up their gold. I don't believe they knew that I was Long John Silver.
He's equal parts narrator and lead singer. I mean, he really is. I like that they rock it up a little bit more at the end.
Saw Johnny Scarecrow make his rounds in his Jet's black Mac, which he won't to give back. Stole it from a snowman.
Stole it from a snowman reminded me of a Bob Dylan line.
No man to give back. Stole it from a snowman.
What is the what is the song I'm thinking of? Da 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 da.
No man. As I did walk by Hampstead Fair, I came upon Mother Goose. So I turned her loose as she was screaming.
That poppin' guitar tone.
Walked down by the bathing pond to try and catch some sun. Must have been at least 100 schools.
Yo, Church Mouse, that's awesome.
I don't believe they knew I was a schoolboy.
Nice little ending there. Did it just start over again?
Wond'ring Aloud.
Okay, so this one is Wond'ring Aloud. Like, as in you are wandering? I don't know. Or like wondering with your voice, not wandering around. I don't know. What's your read?
How we feel today. Last night sipped the sun.
I love his acoustic playing so much.
Hand in her hair. We are our own saviors as we start, both our hearts beating live into each other.
Excuse me.
Wond'ring aloud, will the years treat us well? as she floats in the...
I'm really finding that I'm enjoying the small little kind of transitionary intermediary songs so much on this album. It's funny to me because typically what ends up happening is that the little guys kind of get walked by. No sneezing in front of the... Yeah, my bad, guys. Sorry. Typically what happens is like you kind of walk by them and you're like, oh, that's nice. But like they don't really leave huge impressions on me all the time. These tiny little guys have really been kind of the huge weight carriers for the album for me. I mean, I think Aqualung has so far been my favorite, but like realistically, I think Cheap Day Return is maybe my favorite.
kitchen. I'm tasting the smell. Yeah.
And I love that imagery of tasting the smell.
Of toast as the butter runs, then she comes, spilling crumbs on the bed.
This is one of those kind of weird moments I had of internal panic where I was like, man, you know, I can really smell toast right now. And then I was like,
And I shake my head. And it's only the giving that makes you what you are.
I think that this... Am I a bad Tull fan for thinking that like the tiny 1 minute songs might be one of the best? I really like that. Bean, welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Rooskies, make our new friend feel at home. Wond'ring Aloud was like, gee, it's so nice. I really, really love this. Up to Me, next song. You hear how he's doing that flute thing? That he's doing that with the flute. The flute is amazing.
Take it to the cinema and leave you in a wimpy bar. You tell me that we've gone too far. Come running up to me. Make the scene at Cousin Jack's. Leave him to put the bottles back. Mends his glasses that are cracked. Well, that's one up to me. Hey.
Absolutely yes. Down, 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 down. Because they can.
Buy a silver cloud to ride. Pack the tennis
I have not.
club inside. Trouser cuffs hung far too wide. Well, it was up to me. Tires down on your bicycle. You know it feels like an icicle. The yellow-fingered smoky girl is
Europe? Are you guys spelling tires with the Y over there? Is this like favorite with the U? Is this like color with the U? Is this like neighborhood with the U? What, I don't understand. What's the... do people spell tires like that overseas?
your bicycle. You know it feels like an icicle. The yellow-fingered smoky girl is looking up to me. Your bicycle.
Yeah, right out of town. They do? Can I get a gauge of the Canadians up in this thing? How are you guys spelling tires? How are you guys spelling tires? Are you telling me in the Europe, the English speaking, the Europe is spelling it with a Y? Australia too? Well, I learned something today. Come on, baby.
Bicycle, you know it feels like an icicle. The yellow-fingered smoky girl is looking up to me. Yeah. Oh, you know it's hard to me. Well, I'm a common working man. Oh,
I know I've been saying that the small songs have been my favorite, but Up to Me is my favorite. That is currently, yes, absolutely, Up to Me is my favorite one. There is just a level of bombastics in this that like when you have those pump and guitar moments happen out of nowhere just because they can.
well, I'm a common working man. Oh, with a half of bitter bread and jam. And if it pleases me, I'll put one on your man. When the copper fades away.
This is incredible.
Oh, it's up to me. Oh, you said it's up to me. Yeah. Rainy season comes to pass. The day-glow pirate sings at last. And if I laugh,
Even the little noises of folly in the background, it kind of sounds unreal good.
the rainy season comes to pass. The day-glow pirate sings at last. And if I laughed a bit too fast, well, it was up to me. Take you to the cinema and leave you in a wimpy bar. You tell me that we've gone too far. Come running up to me. Hey.
I feel like a lot of riffs that end up getting presented in this album would go on to kind of grow into their own rock and roll songs separately. Down, 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 down. Like that absolutely going optimal. Dude, gifting 10 subs, you absolute bamf. Thank you, dude. If you got a gifted sub from Going Optimal, say thank you. That's unreal. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I feel like you get a lot of riffs born out of dudes listening to Tull and then turning moments like bow bow ba da 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 down, which is just kind of a bombastic passing phrase in this, and you end up here. Super nice. I love how this song incorporates every different meaning of the phrase "up to me." It was it up to me, running up to me. He looks up to me. Very clever, dude. That's actually not a way I'd considered it until you said that. This is why I like the conversation that takes place between what we do. Because I think a lot of times, you know, my read on a song is completely different than what your guys' read might be. And sometimes on a first listen, I'm hearing sounds more than I'm hearing words. In other songs, I'm hearing the words more than I'm hearing the sound. So it all kind of, you know, depends on the sound. But having you guys to kind of counter, you know, and hear the things I miss, it makes the whole thing a much more fulfilling experience. I've always said, and I think we can all agree that that's kind of like the meat and potatoes of this thing, right? Like, for those of you guys that are discovering Aqualung with me, you're coming up with your own original reads. For a lot of other people, they've heard this album, they've lived with this album, they've never existed without this album, so they have their own notions of what these songs mean to them. So when you kind of get that melting pot of interpretation and sound picks, you know, where different people notice different things, you know, different pans, different instrumental track, you know, stands out to different person. I really like how we have that ability to, you know, really kind of talk about what it is that we hear and how we interpret the song. It adds a much deeper layer of meaning to me. Anyways, are we going into the second half? I've got to run an ad, so I'm going to do that. Give me a moment, and then we're going to come and finish this thing. I think that we are flipping the, flipping the thing. Also, guys, I have repeatedly today just smashed, like actually smashed my viewer record today. Unbelievable. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm really mind blown. This is not. This is one of the coolest streams I have ever done. We have somehow picked up nothing but bangers today. What's crazy is that this is the evening that the moon and stars aligned for both Deja Vu by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young and Jethro Tull's Aqualung to come. I think that it was just intended to be one for the crowd. Anyways, give me a moment. I will be right back. Dude, what the heck, guys? I stepped away for like a few moments and I come back and you guys are like gifting out subs. Comment Putter gifting 5. Trist putting in 200 tickle biddies. Thrill putting in 100 tickle biddies. I thank you guys so friggin' much. And for the Prime sub as well. The Amazon only gives you one of those and you gave yours to me. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom. I've been streaming for a good chunk of hours. So, yeah. Guys, Crimson, dude, thank you for gifting those out. Let's get back into this, shall we? Let's see. We'll let her fade into My God. I love that dog. My God is this one. I love the way it came in. Ooh. Bort, thank you for gifting 10 subs. You guys are going crazy on this stream. Hey, yo, by the way, guys, give a shout out to my my homie That Singer Reactions. Dude is another reactor and is up there in the YouTube side of things, also on Twitch. If you are here, go give that guy a an actual follow. If you like good people and music, he's worth your time. And we actually will be collabing on a Beyonce video here pretty soon, which I'm pretty excited about. Just gotta wait for time to align on both sides. But yeah, be looking out. Me and that guy are gonna be making a video together here pretty soon. And welcome, guys, from me to you. Welcome to the Rooskies. Rooskies make our new friends feel at home. Is this Ian on the guitar? Does Ian have acoustic guitar chops that I didn't know about? Joel gifting 10. You guys are going nuts. That's so many gifted stuff. You don't have to keep doing that. Thank you. But thank you.
People, what have you done? Locked him in his golden cage.
Lost in Technicolor. Thank you for the 2 months.
Made him bend to your religion. Him resurrected from the grave.
Whoa.
From the grave.
Whoa.
He is the God of nothing, if that's all that you can see.
Kind of hypnotic.
The God of everything. inside you and me.
Gluten Gaming, dude, thank you for the Prime. A whole year, man.
So lean upon him gently and don't call on him to save.
Oh, man. Wow.
You from your social graces. Oh, and the sins you used to wave. You used to wave.
You guys are going crazy. Trey the guitarist gifting 10 subs. I don't know what to... I don't know how to be both gracious and do the reaction. You guys are doing so much. Thank you so much. If you got gifted subs from any of the kind people, say a huge thank you. And from me, thank you.
You from your social graces. Oh, and the sins you used to wave. You used to wave. The bloody Church of England in chains of history.
Love you, Mel.
Requests your earthly presence at the vicarage for tea.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Crimson. Thank you. A level 9 hype train in the middle of one of the rockinest songs I've ever heard in my whole life, and you guys are you keep gifting subs. I've never had a stream do this before. Forgive me if I don't know how to react. I thank you. I feel very overwhelmed. I thank you guys. The kindness is... Great. Da, 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 da. Corey, thank you for the 3,000 big old booties. Rabbit, thank you. I'm amazed. The flute is wild. But it's all over the place. How many layers there are. The flute. Bam, bam.
And the graven image, you know,
Bam, bam.
with
with his plastic crucifix. He's got him fixed.
There have been more. Era, Jeezy, Pete, you gifted another 10? Guys, I don't. What does one even do to this? How do I adequately show my gratitude? And in the middle of this song, which has easily been my favorite on the album, which has nothing to do with the fact that you guys have been overwhelmingly generous. It's just the fact that this song happens to be lining up with the fact that you guys happened to be overwhelmingly generous in the middle of this, and I don't know how to thank you. This is nothing like this has happened on a stream before, so forgive me if I don't know how to like respond other than just an abundance of gratitude and amaze at the song I'm listening to. I keep wanting to go and grab my guitar, but it's so all over the place. It keeps doing nuts things. Like, I don't know that I'd have much to be able to contribute. Matt, thank you for gifting 5. And Gizhedge, thank you for the 1,000 tickle biddies. By showing your G-string, you want to see my G-string? Right there. There it is. By the power of love, as given to me by the Lady Rooski. If you didn't know this, at all times, I wear a G-string. If you didn't know, that is absolutely fact. It is within my wedding band. A wound G-string is right there at all times of day. I wear a G-string. It's just the man I am. W's for my wife. She's awesome. Yo, Thrill, thank you for the 400 Tiggle biddies. And Banana Nut Crusher, first of all, you're in the right place. Second of all, welcome to the Rooskis. Third of all, Rooskis make our new friend feel at home. And to anybody new, welcome to the Rooskis.
Confuses me as to who and where and why, as to how he gets his kicks. He gets his kicks. Confessing to the endless sin, the endless winding sounds. You'll be praying till next Thursday to all the gods that you can count.
Oh, I'm not playing my guitar for sure now. Hey, Rooskis, I don't know if you knew this or not, but that beautiful little username, Mama Rooski, that's my mother. That is literally the woman that pushed me out of her loins, okay? That is the woman from whence I came. Just so you know, everybody throws some huge W's in the chat for Mama Rooski. I have the most supportive, loving family. My mom, my dad, my sister, my wife. I've had coworkers literally swing by today. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. And W's for my mama, because she's actually the best. Hi, Mom. PJ, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, man. Ah, Trey gifting out 10 subs. I don't even, guys. I don't even know. I again suggest you listen to the Isle of Right version of this track when you can. It rules, as does the whole album in general. Good to know. Good to know. Trey, thank you for you've gifted. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't even know how many subs you guys have gifted at this point. I really do not. I'm mind blown that you guys keep doing it. I feel like we are at this point shaking the economy. Thank you. Thank you. It's not necessary. The kindness is appreciated. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Guys, we got 4 songs to go on this album, and I'm genuinely sad that we're coming to the end. Like, I'm sad that we're running out of songs to listen to. I think Thick as a Brick hits me in a totally different way than this one does. I've been sitting here kind of throughout the album trying to think of which one I like better. I don't know if I have an answer for that question, though. I think that they're just two different beasts entirely and represent two totally different things entirely. I'm really, really, really amazed with the way that this is working out. I mean, really, that they could have such distinctly different albums in sound, while similar sound textures, and really hit this. I also like that they you know, would go on to later lean into Thick as a Brick. You know, being like, oh, you want a prog album, a prog rock album? Well, here you go. Like, I love it. Hymn 43. Let's go.
Oh, Father high in heaven, smile down upon your son. Yeah, was busy with his money games, oh, his women and his guns. But Jesus saved me.
Absolutely love this one. It's not a Jim Morrison reference here, is it?
And then he made his name in Hollywood. Oh, just set the white man free. Jesus saved me.
They're not.
If Jesus saves, well, it better save himself from the gory, glory seekers who use his name in death. Oh, Jesus save me.
Have you met Jersey Girl?
of a lush sap.
It didn't have a great at-bat on that one, but it just was fun to play to, you know what I mean? A nice little, like a nice little D Mixolydian kind of run there, I think. I could have been wrong, but I loved it. I've been dying to grab the old girl for a moment, but gosh. A garden state of mind. Slipstream, another one of those tiny ones. And then we got 2 songs after that. Guys, you got to let me know, does this album stick the landing? And Coffee Artist, thank you again for the 100 tickle biddies. You guys are unreal. Sharp Balloons, welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Rooskies, make the new friends feel at home.
And the products of wealth push you along on the byway of their spiritless undying selves.
I'm certainly noticing throughout this album lyrically, there definitely seems to be kind of a battle of both the corporeal world and the spiritual world. You know, it seems like I'm kind of noticing Ian has this observe the world and write about it. Observe my thoughts on spirituality or its grand scheme with Earth and write my, questions or comments about it. He definitely seems to wrestle with both the physical and the, non-physical.
Of their spiritless undying selves, and you press on God's way to your last dime as he hands you the bill.
I have not.
And you're spinning the slipstream, tideless, unreasoning, paddle right out of the maze.
Another one that just doesn't miss is a small song.
And you paddle right out of the maze.
The string arrangement in this is just beautiful. We got 2 songs to go, and this has been. Tull has not missed, dude. I have not heard a thing that has made me bat an eyelash negatively. I wasn't joking. There's literally not a bad song on this album. I think you're right, dude. You might be. After Slipstream, we got Locomotive Breath. The guy that arranges the strings will later join the band. Oh, good to know. I love this piano introduction. Nice little taster there. Haven't heard this on the album yet. This is one of their biggest songs. Woke up, got out of bed, grabbed the comb across my head. Sorry. I'm already in love with this. I heard the news today. Why am I the only one that gets a little bit, the tiniest little bit of a day in the life vibes? I'm sorry I paused it there. I know what I just did, but I had to ask. I keep hearing songs I think are my favorite song. I think My God has been my favorite song on this one, but Locomotive Breath is just really also super riffy and punching and hitting and kind of does have like a train-like beat. Like I kind of understand how on doom 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 kind of has that like breath of a train. The chug in there. So I did it right as he did. He went into a ripping solo again. I'm so pissed at this, but it's hard. It's if you don't know what's coming, it's hard to find a place to stop to make commentary because YouTube's douche sometimes. But you are a machine. Thanks for doing this mega stream. Dude, no, thank you guys for being here with me for the mega stream. This moment, you do have these like palm muted chugging acoustic guitars, but then you also hear it with like the electric guitar. Just real quick. Moments, and then you hear the bombastics.
Silence howling catches angels as they fall, and the all-time winner has got him by the balls. Oh, he picks up Gideon's Bible, open at page 1. I thank God it stole the handle, and the train it won't stop. Oh, no, it just slowed down.
Dude, yes. You hear the kind of in the left ear. It almost sounds like you can hear the speaker rumble captured on a microphone. Hey, have a good night, Uncle Bert. And we're going into the last song, guys. Is it going to stick the landing? From here, it's all we got to do is figure out if this sticks the landing. That's going to be the kicker. Does this bad boy stick the landing? This album has been just so far 10 out of 10, but does it go 11 out of 11? Here we go. I'm so happy with all of the music I've listened to today. The Pie spoke today. Huge, guys.
When I was young and they packed me off to school, and they taught me how not to play the game. I didn't mind if they groomed me for success, or if they said that I was...
Am I the only one that loves that he left the laughter? His little moments of just laughter leaving, like they do nice stuff.
I didn't mind if they groomed me for success, or if they said that I was just a fool.
Like you hear his happiness and joy sometimes. I love it.
There in the morning, with a God tucked underneath my arm, the half-assed smiles and the book of rules.
Pausing it because Clarky. Can we get some W's for Clarky? There you go, sweet boy. Alrighty, let us see what we got.
And I asked this God a question, and by way of firm reply, he said, I'm not the kind you have to wind up on Sundays. So to my old headmaster and to anyone who cares, before I'm through, I'd like to say my prayers. I don't believe you had the whole damn thing all wrong. He's not the kind you have to wind up on Sundays. Well, you can excommunicate me on my way to Sunday school and have all the bishops harmonize these lines.
Guitarmonies? The skip beat?
Don't you dare to tell me that I'm a father's son when that was just an accident to birth. I'd rather look around me, compose a better song, 'cause that's the honest measure of my worth. In your pomp and all your glory, you're a poorer man than me, as you lick the boots of death, born out of fear.
As a person of faith, I've been pretty open about my faith in my channel. So this is not a point to preach. This is an interesting point to say. I really agree with what I perceive him to be saying, in that if you are going to practice faith, it should not be based on some risk versus reward system of heaven or hell, because at the end of the day, that faith is going to be rooted in the selfishness of you just not wanting to burn in hell, as opposed to just being a good person for the sake of being a good person. And I think it's in that selfishness that so much of Christianity is misguided. I think it is in that intention of belief that people fall short. I think if we, in your pomp and your glory, like in all your pompous and glory ways, Christianity is really good at doing that, isn't it? It's really, really good at doing that, I think. And it's something that really, really infuriates me, because it, to me, misses the entire point of the entire thing. I've spent the last, roughly 2.5 years of my life trying to earnestly live a faith that other people's actions have taken a dump all over. At the end of the day, mine is a faith of love, of come as you are and be loved way too much to stay exactly that way forever. Mine is, I don't care how people might view it, because at the end of the day, my intention is not to make anybody believe the way I do. It is to be a good person for the sake of being a good person in the face of adversity, to do the right thing even when nobody's watching, in actions of integrity. And, when I make a mistake, to take accountability for the mistake, and acknowledge my own humanity while acknowledging the humanity of the world's, and that we all kind of need something better than what we got. And I tell you, Christianity goes way further as a concept and a practice and a belief system when it is one's own personal relationship, and not a relationship that you project onto other people that you expect them to have because that's what worked for you. That's where I'm coming from. I'll get off this soapbox, but I cannot enough agree with the way I'm seeing this perception of faith, even if it's an incredibly critical one.
You're a poorer man than me, as you lick the boots of death, born out of fear.
I think there's a difference in lyrics here. He said, I left there in the morning with their God under my arm, not with God. Listen.
I left there in the morning with that God under my arm.
The addition of that word changes it entirely.
I passed smile and the book of rules.
Also, to view the Bible, in my opinion, as a book of rules is a very narrow-minded take. I think it's a book of wisdom, and not a book of rules. I think that it's a silly fault to view the concept of morality as a concept of do's and don'ts and you know, rule following. I get the vibe that Ian was kind of burned by practitioners of faith.
When I was young and they packed me off to school and they taught me how not to play the game. I didn't mind.
It's picking back up.
They groomed me for success, or if they said that I was just a fool.
It stuck the landing, for sure.
To my old headmaster and to anyone who cares, before I'm through, I'd like to say my prayers. Well, you can excommunicate me on my way to Sunday school and have all the bishops harmonize these lines. I don't believe you. You had the whole damn thing all wrong. He's not the kind you have to wind up on Sunday.
That was a beautiful album, dude. That was a beautiful, beautiful album. I really, really, really found this to be captivating to me. And I think I would, in my brain, this is a comment on God. God is not the kind you have to wind up on Sunday. And I think that that is a comment on people that only seem to practice their faith when they go to church on Sunday. And I think that that is absolutely a dunk on you know, people who are feeble and fake in their belief. And I think it stands out, you know, no matter what. I think a person who is actively engaging in you know, faith-based hypocrisy is only going to do more damage than good, and is going to get, you know, called out and not make any positive impact whatsoever. This was fantastic. Honestly, this was really, really, really good. Yeah. Clarky lets himself in. He's awesome. I was going to get that, but thank you, love. Guys, I guess we're going to listen to more Jethro Tull, huh? Clark, you can open the door, but you need to learn to shut it, you jerk. Anyways, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. You're not a jerk. You're a sweet ham. Guys, we're gonna be revisiting Jethro Tull. I think we should probably maybe just go to the beginning, huh? Think we should probably do that. bare minimum, I'm going to the very first album. I loved the frig out of this thing. I'm not both Thick as a Brick and Aqualung just hit me between the eyes. I mean, I love it. I think that it was decided. I know it's kind of I know I've had a lot of hits for Deep Dive lately, and somehow people keep telling me, Walter, you keep deep diving people that aren't Paul Simon, but here we are. Even my wife is like, Walter. Yeah, that's a good point. We are. Hey, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. And thank you for giving me a safe place to discuss my faith. I know Christianity has made it easy to dunk on. And I appreciate that you guys seem to see the heart that it's coming from and not the heart you fear it might be coming from. So, you know, for whatever that's worth to you, it means a lot to me that you don't pigeonhole me in the same ways. I love yous. Talk to you later. Guys,